Alright guys, this is my second video that I'm doing today. For those of you just tuning in, I have not posted an update in a year, and I just did a video just letting you know that I'm back and how I'm doing, and I wanted this video to be about my first time ever being stuck with the band. Because I haven't made a video in so long, you guys did not know that I had encountered a stuck episode while I was away. And not a stuck episode. I've had many stuck episodes in the last year. Or I should say, well, yeah, many. I was going to say many. I was going to say several. No, it's been more than several. It's been many stuck episodes. But my very, very first stuck episode took place probably about 3 weeks after my last video that I made in 2010. And we were in the process of moving my mother, so it's very end of August, early September, moving my mom, and we'd been moving all, afternoon. We, had our SUV, and we had a trailer, a U-Haul trailer hitched to the back, and we wanted to make sure that everything was packed that night so that all we had to do in the morning was get up and, get dressed, have breakfast, and hit the road, right? So for dinner, we decided we were going to have Chinese food. And I had peppered steak, which is my favorite, one of my favorites. And there was also shrimp fried rice, there was crab rangoon, all that good stuff. So the peppered steak, I take a little bit of the steak, a little bit of the pepper, and, there are onions in there. And I take small bites and chew, 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 chew. Went down fine, the first couple of bites. Well, then I went for the crab rangoon. And some of y'all know what I'm talking about. That stuff is delicious. The little fried, and I forget the name of the dough. I know the name of the dough, but I forget it. But the dough, and then there's cream cheese and crab in there. Oh my God, and little seasonings, and it's so good. And it's deep fried. It's deep fried. Not good for you, but delicious. So I decide I'm going to have some crab rangoon. And I like the little crispy points on the crab rangoon. So I didn't just go for the middle part, which was full of cream and crab. I went for the crispy part. And I take a bite off the end. And I thought I chewed it well enough. Because, I typically in my head I'll count 20 to 30 chews. I thought I chewed it well enough. And all of a sudden, I just feel something in my chest. Now, this is my first time ever, right? But I've been out here on YouTube so many times, and prior to my surgery, after my surgery, I'd seen so many people talk about it that the minute it happened, I knew what was happening. And that's why I'm so thankful for YouTube. And for those of you who are newbies out there, boy, do your research, do your homework, because things that you would have panicked about, called emergency, ran to emergency about, called your surgeon, you know now. Oh, wait. I know what this is. Or I'm pretty sure I know what this is. This is going to pass, or, whatever. And that's what happened to me. I felt this sharp pain in my chest. Sharp pain. Worse than giving birth. No, I'm lying. It wasn't worse than giving birth. But it was bad. It was a bad, sharp pain in my chest. And my mouth started to salivate. I'd heard that a million times. Your mouth just starts to water. And it's not even just like soft water. I've heard it called sliming. I know what that is now. Okay, I know it all too well. Slime, it's like slime, like stringy, thick slime starts to come in your mouth. I'm not trying to gross you out, just trying to get you to understand what happened to me and what may happen to you too when you get stuck, because it seems to be pretty universal for everybody. When you get stuck, this is what happens. And you start sliming, and even that slime, with that pressure in my chest, you can't swallow that. At least I can't. You can't swallow that. So you've got to get that slime out of your mouth. So my eyes got big as my chest got tight, and I'm sliming. My husband's like, honey, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like you. So I take off to the bathroom, and the first thing I do is spit out all the slime. But that pain in my chest is still there. And I thought, okay, everybody says burp it up, productive burping, a PB, which you may hear in all the other videos you've watched about this kind of thing, PBing, productive burping, because it's not about really throwing up. It's about just a burp. It's a, pushing on your stomach and creating almost a burp that brings whatever is sitting in your chest or in your, esophagus or whatever, it brings it out. And so I did that productive burp, and whew, it came out instant relief. Instant relief. I felt better like immediately. And so I'm catching my breath, and because it's kind of traumatizing. It's a little panicky feeling. But like I said, because I knew what it was, I didn't go overboard, and I didn't think I needed to go to the doctor or call my surgeon or go to emergency. And so I'm thankful for that. And again, that's because of YouTube and watching all the videos and doing the research and paying attention to what everybody else was saying. And I felt, but I felt instantly better, and I came back in, and then I waited for about maybe 5 minutes before I tried to take another bite, because I hadn't had that much food at that point. And so, and then I was able to go back and eat again, but now I was even much more careful. And I left the crab rangoon alone that night, and I just stuck with my pepper steak. And I still had some shrimp fried rice. My daughter loves shrimp fried rice, and everybody tends to share off of her container of shrimp fried rice. And so I had some of that as well. But boy, that was a panicky time. But I will tell you guys that I have noticed a difference, and this is going over the entire last year. I have two things that I kind of experience, and one is, I call it just pressure. One is pressure, the other is stuck. I have not been stuck. Let's see, now it's August. I have not been stuck, wow, in probably about 6 months. And I got a story to go along with that too, about my emergency room visit, and I'll share that with you. But I haven't been stuck in about 6 months. But what I do feel is pressure, and that's different for me. And that's the symptoms, or in terms of what causes it, is pretty much the same thing. You've either eaten too big of a bite, you didn't chew your food well enough, or your band is too tight. Those are the things that can cause you to feel that pressure or be stuck, okay? And for me, pressure is, I've eaten something and it lodges here. I can feel it in my chest, but it's not painful. It's not a sharp pain where I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get this out. I don't slime. I don't water. I don't salivate. There's nothing. I just feel it in my chest. I can sit. I can have a normal conversation with whomever I'm sitting around and eating. My eyes don't get panicky and bugged, because when I'm stuck, my eyes get like, and I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? But when I feel pressure, they'll know. My family knows me well enough to know that when I feel pressure, I put the fork and the knife down, and now I'm just talking. I'm just sitting, talking. I'm spending longer periods of time just sitting and talking, and my husband will say, stuck? I'm like, no, honey, just pressure. Because I'll feel it in my chest, but it's not painful. And that I let go. I never go back and try to productive burp on that. That is a feeling I know will pass. And so just sitting and talking will get rid of it. Or, sometimes they're at the table, I'll get up and I'll start clearing away the dishes or putting food away from dinner, and then I'll come sit down again, and once that pressure's passed, has passed, I'll go and have another small bite and chew again, trying to figure out, okay, what happened the last time that I felt all this pressure. So I wanted to talk about my first stuck episode. I've had several stuck episodes, many pressure episodes since then. I'm about to run out of time, but I wanted to share that with you guys. It is not uncommon. My surgeon has let me know it is not uncommon that these things are going to happen. You're talking, you're enjoying your dinner, and you forget to chew, or you take too big of a bite. It is going to happen, guaranteed, at some point in your bandit life. So it's normal. You will live through it. You will get through it. Know the difference between pressure and being stuck. I say with just pressure, it will pass. You don't want to have to throw up or productive burp every time you feel that feeling. I'm going to do a video after this. I'll check in with